Scott Disick should be honest about the challenges of dating a Kardashian. Khloe Kardashian has been the source of her sister, Kim Kardashian's ire in recent seasons of the reality series, because of her tendency to stay within her gated community after years of negative press surrounding her on-again off-again relationship with co-parent Tristan Thompson. Kim has routinely been frustrated with her siblings over the years, since their desire to keep large portions of their lives private often means their overscheduled sister needs to pick up their slack when it comes to filming the Kardashians. The show has pivoted to focusing almost entirely on behind-the-scenes glimpses into the family's business exploits, but when it comes to sharing personal stories, the show has been sorely lacking. The Kardashian momager, Kris Jenner, has come up with an elegant solution to keep her daughter occupied and her own bank account full, with the new podcast deal she arranged for Khloe, discussed in Season 5 of The Kardashians. Khloe was initially reluctant to take on the new project, but her mother assured her she would have all the support she would need for the podcast to succeed, and guaranteed her daughter she wouldn't even need to leave the gated community to record. It seems likely that Season 6 will continue to share the behind-the-scenes narrative about Khloe's efforts to get the new venture up and running, although the recent season preview was underwhelming and didn't reveal any footage. The first episode of Khloe in Wonderland featured Kourtney Kardashian's ex-partner and father to her 3 eldest children, Scott Disick. Having a family friend as the first guest seemed like a smart choice for a first-time attempt at a podcast interview, but Khloe even admitted when filming that she was not sure if he would be featured in the first episode, laughingly challenging him to bring it. While Khloe and Scott have an easy dynamic, it is clear that Disick understands that when it comes to speaking about the family, there is a limit to what should be said. Khloe and Scott have developed an easy friendship over the years, to the point he jests about having had a crush on her at one point. Though the road was often bumpy in the early years of their relationship. At the time, Scott was young, new to fame, and struggling to keep his partying lifestyle in check. There is no denying that in the early days of his relationship with Kourtney, there was much more to his problematic behavior than was captured on camera, and the camera captured a lot. This family doesn't follow rules, they set them. Khloe's podcast offers a retrospective on this period in Scott's life, with him accepting culpability in the demise of his relationship with Kourtney. He admits to Khloe within seconds of the podcast kicking off that he shies away from the press and podcasts in general because of the pressure not to say anything that will get him in trouble in the family group chat. While Scott is forthright about the pressure from the family to keep their public image intact, he is much less honest about how difficult it is to be with a Kardashian, glamorous image or not. Scott's habit of putting a stone wall up when it comes to the Kardashian ladies starts early on in the podcast interview. When Khloe remembers disliking Scott at the beginning of the relationship, she is not alone in that memory. Viewers of essential episodes of Keeping Up with the Kardashians will remember Khloe colorfully expressing her distaste for her sister's new romantic interest almost immediately. And yet, Scott contradicts the idea that Khloe disliked him right away, interjecting to tell her she had given him a chance at first and telling her that she was totally fine. Scott takes all the responsibility for the friction in the relationship, while viewers join Khloe in the memory that the relationship was rocky to begin with. Scott defends the family, even at the cost of taking all the blame on himself, which makes it clear he isn't willing to be honest about how difficult it is to be romantically involved with the Kardashian sisters. When talking about the fame aspect of reality TV, he speaks about balancing the good with the bad, and, just like any job, there will be ups and downs. His even-tempered attitude extends to Kourtney, who he allows every grace when discussing their relationship together. Although viewers will remember Scott's bad behavior during his struggles with alcohol and substance use in his 20s, they will also remember how bratty the Kardashian sisters have always been, especially when they were younger. Although the couple eventually came to a comfortable place as co-parents, Kourtney has always been quick to criticize Scott's behavior. But after he matured and started to put effort into their relationship, she was less skilled at taking constructive criticism about herself on board. Viewers of their